Good morning, and welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make you the absolute best entrepreneur you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love and care about most. You become better for not only you, but the people you love and care about most. You gotta be a little uncomfortable and take that leap of faith. You're in control of the process. I'm here with you. If we don't continue to grow, if we don't continue to move on, we will be sad and upset. And on a Monday, I thought it'd be fun to talk about procrastination. Procrastination is never usually fun. It can cause lots of stress, us to overthink. It can be not even to be dramatic, but I'm sure we can all sit back and we can think whether it's a few things we're procrastinating right here, right now, or some big assignments in the past or responsibilities that we've put off and we've procrastinated in the past. This can be very stressful. This can be intense on the body. It feels like a weight is sitting on my chest and I'm having a hard time getting off of me, moving on to what it is, or just I've noticed procrastination is an absolute killer of living in the present moment. And we all know that living in the present moment is the sweet nectar of life that allows us to appreciate, to enjoy everything that is going on right here, right now. Our lives, most of the time, if you have the option to procrastinate something, there's a good chance that your life's in a good direction, that you're choosing things that you want to be doing, whether you're educating yourself, whether you're expanding your responsibilities. So I'd argue that a lot of times if we're able to procrastinate, we're in a state of procrastination. Chances are we have things that we're trying to move forward in our life, and we have something that we can show some grace and gratitude towards. It's like, okay, Tanner, I get it. I should be grateful for my life. This is good. That's good and all, but it's like, man, this procrastination thing is absolutely killing me. So we're going to go over 5 tips this morning on the chalkboard to just overcome procrastination, or these are things that I've been using that have been helpful for me. Tip number 1, break the task down into smaller pieces. So next time you're procrastinating on something, maybe we can think of breaking the task down. I forgot the word task. It's a Monday. Forgive me. Break the task down into smaller bite-sized pieces. Personally, there's a few things with like automations on emails and campaigns, my website, and an ebook I'm trying to write. These 3 things have been a real pain in my butt. So I am taking it small pieces. Like this weekend, I set out a section of the website I wanted to work on, I wanted to finish. I had a section of the email campaigns that I set out. I collected a few more, 5 more emails over the weekend to just put in my database, taking one step forward towards what it is I want to do. So maybe you're thinking in your own position, what have I been procrastinating? Maybe we can make a little bit of a list, and then we can get over that initial, this list isn't going to kill me. It doesn't have teeth. It's not going to bite me, but I need to just understand what I'm working with, and then I can make a decisive choice. What is the one step? What is the one small piece that I can take on today? Set specific and realistic goals with what we are trying to complete, with what we are trying to overcome for procrastination. So again, an example of maybe help shed some light on it. I have a goal to have 2 guests on the show this week. We have a guest on the show this week, Wednesday and Friday. Not every single day of the week. So maybe you're thinking, oh, I want to write that book finally. I want to get going. I want to create this project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write 100 words, or I'm going to write 1 word. We talked about in the past the power of 1. So with just 1, if you were not doing something at all, and this is something I used to do all the time, and I beat the crap out of myself, and it didn't really make any sense. I'd write down the same to-do lists, like these gargantuan to-do lists, and then I wouldn't do them all, and then I'd feel bad about it. And then the next day I would write out the same to-do list, eat with even more stuff because maybe say I was stressed out, so I went and read for about an hour or something like that. And then I got even more ideas, and then I wanted to put that on the to-do list. And then the list got bigger and I felt worse. Versus if I am not doing something at all that I really want to be doing, I always like to just start with one. So if it's you want to read a book, you start with one page. If you want to write a book, you start with one page. Maybe just setting those specific and realistic goals. If we're focused on starting, then starting as small as possible is always great. Tip number 3, use a timer or schedule. We talked about it on the show before, using a chess timer, kind of just clicking the chess timer on, say it's the timer's on your desk, or maybe you can, I'm not a big fan of using timers on your cell phones because cell phones can be so distracting. They are for me anyway. I don't know about you, but I can't help but every time I pull up my cell phone, it's like 20 minutes later, and I just went through the vortex of the cell phone world. I'm like, holy crap, I just lost a bunch of time, and now I'm trying to get reset. So if you can get an external timer or an external clock or something like that, I like that a lot. Or just scheduling this out. Time blocking, I've tried this, and it didn't work amazing for me. I get called to I got a couple side jobs, and then I'm like bouncing over to one of our rental properties, or I have to talk to one of my partners or investors or something like that. So my schedule can sometimes get jumbled up, especially in the afternoons. So time blocking hasn't always worked great for me because I'm trying to stay super flexible. However, the timer works really well for me in the sense of I need to commit. And I usually do this in the morning because people don't really contact me much in the mornings. And 90 minutes, non-negotiable, I'm doing this one thing. If you can just do that once a day, we can build any type of business we want. We can be total badasses. If we can just commit that 90-minute section. I've also really liked ultimatums for myself. Like, I can't do this until I do this. I can't watch TV. I can't look at my cell phone. I can't go to the gym and work out. These are things that I absolutely love and I'll do like in a snap, versus some of these other things I've been talking about with the email campaigns and the ebook and the website and stuff. I don't absolutely love doing that stuff compared to, say, working out. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to commit a time block before I go do this, before I reward myself with this. Number 4 leads right into it, eliminating distractions. Cell phone number 1 for me. Cell phone absolutely number 1. For some reason, I'm pretty good about not looking at social media or a bunch of random side crap on my computer when I'm trying to work. I'm usually pretty good about that. But just being honest with yourself, okay, when I'm on this device, what is going on or what is not going on because I'm procrastinating? So distractions, maybe it's the people around you. I know sometimes I like to go to the local library and kind of just browse around, give myself a little bit of break in the day. I'll look at book titles for about 10 minutes, and then I'll go sit down, and then I'll commit a 90-minute block just in between of my day, and then okay, crush it out 90 minutes, and then go take another break or something like that. So you can always go, if you're an entrepreneur, you don't have an office, you can go to the library, or you can ask other local small businesses if you can work in there. You could go to a local coffee shop. Usually for me, that's too much talking and too much noise. I love the quiet. And last one, practice self-compassion. Having some compassion for ourselves because we realize that chalk's done. Excuse me. Having self-love, self-compassion for ourselves, and understanding that absolutely everyone who is trying to strive and do great things procrastinates something in some capacity. And the people who get the rewards, the people who get the benefits, the people who live their dream lives overcome this procrastination. So, how to overcome procrastination? Really quickly, one, break these things down into small bite-sized pieces. Two, set specific and realistic goals. If you haven't done anything with this, do one tiny step forward. The power of one page, one book. I mean, not one whole book, but one page in the book, writing one page for your book. Set specific and realistic goals. Three, use a timer or schedule. If you can do that 90-minute block every day about your passion project, you in just a couple weeks you're going to be blown away with how much progress you've made. Number four, eliminate these distractions. Your cell phone, number one, or that's for me, number one. Don't get sucked into the cell phone vortex, ladies and gentlemen. This week, let's try and eliminate distractions. Maybe this is people or noises. And number five, self-compassion and some love for yourself. Understanding, man, everyone does this. But what sets people apart, what truly allows us to live fulfilling lives, to succeed and do what it is that we want to do in the short time that we have alive, are the people who can overcome procrastination, who can overcome these challenges, who can get started and take that bite-sized piece and be like, hell yeah, I did it. I feel good. I'm in the moment. I'm amazing. You're doing great. So this Monday morning here, check out these 5 tips for yourself to see where you can benefit from overcoming procrastination, making a list of that procrastination list and chunking it down and getting going on it. Thanks for checking out our content. If you want to learn more about investing in yourselves and working with me and our company personally, we offer a 6-week Total Life Mastery Bootcamp where we go over the most important topics to make sure that our life has the foundation we need to catapult us forward to take the right and proper actions to become happier and more productive, guaranteed, or our money back.